Hey, I'm Cisa from Chatwith. Today, this is a new question from a user in AppSumo. In AppSumo, as you know, you can make questions and, we try to answer all the questions, all the topics. I mean, because, we know if someone has a question, probably there are other users with the same question or, maybe something similar. So, feedback is always welcome and it's always very, very important for us because we need to understand what you need, how to use it, how to make it more clear for you to use it, etc. So the question is, can I use the widget as a form, like a normal contact form? I mean, yes, the answer is yes. Each widget, I mean, when you create a widget, then you create an agent. The agent has, each agent has its own, let's say, embed code. This is the code for the agent to be, include as a form, let's say, as a independent widget, as an independent HTML code that you can insert in any website. So let me change one thing here so we can see. Let's put this like that so you can see it. Okay, this is the agent, this is the form, this is the, I mean, let's say this is the code that belongs to the agent, and this code down here, each one has its own independent code. So each agent has, the code to be embed, a link for, open directly their WhatsApp link, and a landing page that is independent for this agent. Okay, so let's say you have 3-4 agents in a widget, or you have different agents or different hours for agents. That's okay. Each one can have its own link, its own landing page, its own form to get contact. Okay, so let's say, for example, you have 3 agents and you want, to know who gets more clicks in the, for example, email signature. Okay, you can use this link. This link will open their WhatsApp and you're going to check who has more clicks. Okay, I think it's simple, it's easy. I hope you like it. So this is just for you to know. Inside agents, you go to the agent, and down here you have all these resources. Okay, also you have a QR code for this agent. Okay, so we try to give you, plenty of resources for your agents, so you can, I mean, you can have a widget, with all your agents, but then each agent can have its own links, landing pages, because maybe they want to do, activities on their own. Maybe they want to share this on their email signature. Maybe they want to use this on their LinkedIn. Maybe they want to use this on their, Twitter, Facebook page, you name it. Okay, so this is for you, but contact form is here. Okay, this is the code for you to use this code in a HTML page. Okay, how you use it, how you can use this code, is very easy. You copy this code. We are going to do an example with a simple HTML page. I have this one. I'm going to edit, and this code, you need to put this code in the body. Okay, this code doesn't go in the head. In the head is for the widget. Okay, this code, you need to put it in the body because it's going to be display, render in the HTML itself. Okay, it's a piece of code that belongs to the body. Okay, so the moment you put the code in the HTML, you're going to see it here. Okay, this is the code. I mean, this is not an iframe, this is not something weird. It's pure HTML that is going to be rendered as any other element. It's going to be rendered as an image, as a table, pure, clean, crisp, works on mobile, works everywhere, etc., etc., etc. So this is for you. You can put it anywhere. If you have a WordPress, for example, let's do an example in a WordPress page so you can see it. In WordPress, you need to use the HTML tag. Let's go into this account. Let's go to the content. Let's go here, for example. So let's say you want to have a form inside your content. You put it, you paste, save, and that's it. Okay, now you can have a widget here. Okay, and the form inside the content. Okay, so perfect, works on mobile, works everywhere. I mean, this is something you may want to do in some specific landing pages, in some specific pages where you want to to have maybe some agent that works on this sector, field, I don't know, you name it. Okay, all right, so form works easy. the second question was interesting because I wasn't sure if we have it or if it if it works like this user is asking, and it's, can we set times or days in advance to control when the pop-up is available? Well, I mean, it's not a pop-up, it's a form, okay, but it's the same. I mean, let's say you want to control this form when it's going to be displayed. Okay, so let's go here. This is the first example. This is an HTML. Okay, we have the widget, we have the agent. You can define hours for the agents. Let's go. We are in the agent section. Okay, down here we have this option, enable timetable. Okay, that means we can set hours and days for this agent. So for example, it's Sunday today. We are in Spain. I'm going to set this to Madrid. Okay, so it's almost 1 p.m. So I'm going to say this is available up to 12. I click save. As you can see, this agent goes away. Doesn't exist anymore. If I reload, it's gone. Okay, the agent is not available anymore. Okay, we hide the form. We take the form away. Why we do that? How we do it is, first you need to set the timetable. Okay, this is very important. We need to know when you want to have the widget open, let's say. And secondly, in the widget section, you have this option that is, let me close this, only show active agents. You need to check this option. Why? Because if you don't, the agent can be displayed as offline. Okay, I mean, you may want to tell the user, hey, this agent is offline, but if you want to send a request, you can do it, but he's not going to reply right away. No, let's say, I mean, the concept is this agent is offline, but if you want to send a message, you can do it. The other option is, no, I don't want to show my agents when they are offline. So in this case, the agent is away, the widget is gone, the form is gone, so everything is gone. There is no, that form, that contact form is gone, is hidden. Okay, so I'm going to repeat. Step number 1, agents, edit, timetable. Okay, and you need to set the days and the hours this agent is working. Okay, you can do different breaks. I mean, you can do, for example, Sunday from 9 to 12, and then you can say Sunday from, I don't know, from 4 to 8. I mean, this is completely up to you. You can add as many breaks as you want. You can add as many blocks as you want. This is completely up to you. Okay, and that is going to affect how this agent is displayed. As we mentioned, we go to widget, we go to the options, and we are going to check this option if we want, or we can, keep it as it is. Okay, offline, and it's here. Okay, so those are the options for you. Those are the options for you to manage. Well, first, create a widget that becomes a form, like a normal contact form, like this user is mentioned. And second, when this form is available. Okay. Also, the question is why you want to use our tools for the contact form. I think makes sense to centralize, to make everything the same process for your users and for your agents. Also makes sense for tracking, makes sense for analytics, makes sense for, I would say, everything, to keep like one funnel. You have one funnel active and one funnel only, and the user is going to discover you, SEO, Google Ads, Facebook ads, YouTube, you name it, newsletters, you name it. Then they are going to go to your website, landing page, the same, you name it. But the funnel, the option to get a lead, is going to be one tool. And we obviously recommend our tool. So our tool is going to help you get all the leads in the same place, all the leads with the same quality, all the leads, with the same questions, scoring, all that data that makes a lead a good lead. So you need to use one channel. Okay, I know sometimes people prefer to have Facebook forms, like are quickly to fill up, but the quality is not the same. Okay, sometimes the user in Facebook, they don't read, they just click and they send the data. Sometimes the data that Facebook gives you is from 10 years ago, when the user create account, so the email is gone, the phone number doesn't work. So I think it's good to make the user go to your website, read some content about you, some information about this offer, some information about what you do, and then fill up the form. Okay, I think that makes sense. But that's another topic, that's another question, and we want to just help you with this part. So yes, create a contact form. Yes, you can define when the users are going to see hours and days. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.